Welcome back from the cell basics. Those videos we are looking at the cell basics. Now we are going to see how do we format cells. After having seen the content and everything in the cells, how do we format the cells? When we talk of formatting, we're talking about changing. How do we modify the different information that concerns those different cells? In this first part of the video, we'll be able to see how we can change, adjust rows, how do we adjust columns, and so forth. Thank you very much. Let us meet. Let us go to the computer.
Fellow teachers, welcome to this video. In the previous video, we looked at how we can work on formatting in different cells. However, in this video, we are going to mainly look at how we can modify cells, rows, and columns. By default, every row and column of a new workbook is always set to the same height and width. However, Excel can allow you to modify the height of the rows and the width of the columns, including wrapping text and merging them. We'll start by looking at how we can modify column width. If we go to this one, this is our Excel sheet. How do we modify? If you look at here, I'm dealing with the column C. If you look at how this column, we have, if I bring you in between that line between C and D, there will be a plus. If I bring my cursor there. However, you can drag that line and you make it wider or you make it smaller depending on your choice. Meaning you'll be modifying the size of your column. The same happens to if you want to modify the width of your rows. You will drag that line between the numbers and you drag it down or up so that you can modify the size of your width. What is being talked about here is exactly what I've just tried to explain to you there. Position the mouse over the column, line in the column heading so that the white cross becomes a double cross, which looks like a plus. Click, hold and drag the mouse to increase or decrease the column width. After reaching the end, you release. However, if you see this hash sign or the pound sign, that means the information you put there is not wide enough to display the cell content. So that one is something very, very common in Excel. However, you can also go to auto-fit column width. If you want that, it means the auto-fit feature will allow you to select the column's width to fit its content automatically. What you will do, position the mouse over the column line and the column heading so that the white column becomes a double cross. Double click the mouse column. For example, if we go there, if I double click here, it meaning that if I had written something here, for example, this is what I had written. It is moving from J to E to F. If I double click, you see that actually the information I've put there, the E has increased its width so that all the information can fit. If we continue, now that is what we call auto fit. However, you can also go to format and you modify the size. For example, if we can go here, if this was as small as that, I can go here to format. I'm dealing with that column, format, and you change the settings from here. Row height, auto fit, row height, column width, and so forth, depending on what you wish to do. What I've just talked about is exactly what you would do with rows and columns. How would you modify all of them? It is the same way, rows and columns. How do you insert or delete moving, hiding rows or columns? All those ones, if you want to insert something, you will go here. There is insert here and you will insert, either you can insert a sheet, you can insert cells, you can insert columns depending on what you want. Then what about deleting? I can as well come here. For example, I want to delete G, right click on G, it will give you the option here, delete. If it was a row, for example, this is the row I want to delete, right click on it, it will also give you the option of delete. Not only delete, but it can also give you the insert. Even this one, if I wanted to insert, I can also put here, press insert, and I will insert something new which I need. Or what I'm talking about here is exactly what I've been trying to show you in the other previous demonstration. Deleting and inserting, all of them are found in the same section. So all the information here, you can pause the video and see what I've been trying to, what I've written here. But what is being explained here is exactly what I've been trying to show you on the Excel sheet. It is important to understand the difference between deleting a row or column and simply clearing its content. If you want to remove the content of a row or column without causing others to shift, right-click a heading, then select Clear Content from the drop-down menu. However, if you press Delete, it means the entire column or row will be deleted, including its content. We can as well, for example, this one, we can as well hide. You can decide to hide so that if you see I have F, then H. I've hidden G. And if I want to unhide, I will highlight these two, right click, and then press unhide. G will come back. The same happens with the rows. If I want to hide this row 14, right click and press hide. And now we are seeing from 13, we are going to 15. However, even if it is hidden, Excel, if you wanted to print or to put information there, Excel will still recognize this, that row, that it does exist. So don't think that if you've hidden it, it will not be seen. Excel still recognizes that it is there. If we continue, how do we move a row or column? We can as well go to select the desired column heading for the column you wish to move, then click the cut command on the home tab or Ctrl X on your keyboard, select the column heading to the right where you want to move it. For example, you want it to go to a certain, to B, C, then select, let us do it practically. I'll press on this one, I'll cut it, meaning I've cut H, and then I'll go here to K, and I'll paste. So meaning that all the content which was here in H will move to K. Let us cut this one. I've cut it, and then I'm taking it to K. Paste. So all the content has moved from here to, from H, and it has gone to K. Meaning that I've cut the entire column. Though the numbering looks that it has not changed, but actually the content which was in one cell has moved it to another cell. Hiding and unhiding, we've seen that one. I've tried to pass through it. What about wrapping text? If I want to wrap text, for example, this one, this is information which is it is in K, but it is being seen even in L. However, I may want to own that information to be seen only in K, column K. I'll go up here where there's written wrap text. When I press it there, it means all the information will only be seen only here in K. It won't be seen in the neighboring cells. If I try to increase the size, you'll see that all the information is there. However, if I press again wrap text, you see that it has now gone up to L. Briefly, that's how we can wrap our text. Then what about merging? Merging can also be, merging means combining two. I can, for example, I want to merge K and L, the way I've highlighted them. I'll go here. I'll choose, do I want to merge and center? Do I want to merge across? Do I need to merge cells or unmerge? Depending on your choice. For example, if I just want to merge, I press merge. You're seeing that all this information is now, which was cell K1, it is now going up to L. So this one will be read as K1 to L1. Now it is seen as one cell. So you can choose whichever option you want. Unmerging means unmerging cells. If there were two, they go back to each individual. Merging cells means you are combining them together, but does not center the text. Merge across merges the cells into a larger cells while keeping each row separate, merge and center merges the selected cells into one cell and content and centers the text. To finish up this video, let us have a level activity challenge. We'll open your existing workbook, whether 2013 or 2010. Try to modify those columns. Try to insert rows in between A and B, and then a column. So insert a column between A and B and a row between 3 and 4. Try to delete, move, and try to wrap text. We'll meet there in our next video. Thank you very much.